G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 27 of our Wolves career mode here on Dylan on the Ball. Today we will be taking on Barcelona in the first leg of our Champions League quarter-final matchup. We are super excited for this one, I'm buzzing, I hope you are too. I hope you leave a like down below, subscribe if you want to see how we go in the next leg too. Before we get into any of that good stuff, we've got 3 games to catch you up on and just way too many goals, just way too many goals. So the first game was hosting Arsenal. It was Rafael Leao getting the scoring underway. He was just sort of allowed to walk through. It doesn't really look like we were playing on any sort of decent difficulty. I mean, it's the same that it's been the whole time, but we were just allowed to walk around, sort of do whatever we want. And then I think it's Ramsdale in goal. Might even get a touch on that one, but either way, it's 1-0 and it's Rafael Leao with that opener. Before Michael Olise fired us into a 2-0 lead. A good ball across the backline there, the run in, I think it's Pedro Neto, makes there, takes the left back away, opening up the space for Michael Olise to waltz on in, fire one past Ramsdale, and make it a beautiful, early, easy 2-0 lead. Then 75 minutes in, we made it 3-0. It's Ruben Neves. It probably looks a bit better from the first angle than it really is. Lobbed ball over the backside. Neves makes a good run into the box, gets on the end of it, basically fires it back at the keeper. You see it from that angle. It really does go straight back at the keeper, really. So, I mean, you know, could be better. And then it was somehow, it got even better. It was 4-0 this time. It ends up being a Mavropanos own goal. You see, sticks his arms out here to take it away from Ramsdale. Disappointed it didn't count for Neves, but look, I can't be too disappointed when we're up 4-0. Or when we go and make that 5-0. Pedro Neto this time, getting played through. I think it was we brought on Fabio Silva late on, and just as Arsenal were pushing forward, there was space behind him, and this time it was Pedro Neto firing one in. He's having some absolute stellar season, 12 goals this season, absolutely incredible to go with his 18 assists. Unfortunately, the clean sheet didn't stay intact. Of all people, it's Richarlison firing one in there. It's an absolute, hurler of a finish. I don't know. He sort of went overboard with it. A little heel chop for style or something like that, just to add some gloss to it. But absolutely unstoppable. But couldn't stop us from winning 5-1. We then went away to Spurs, where early on here we got the scoring underway with just a beautiful team move. It was only about 4 minutes in. It's Jedson Fernandez firing that one in behind the defence. Fired across for Ross Barkley, who had made a good run across, is that Romero maybe is in centre-back? I'm not sure. But he got his left foot on the ball, did very well. Before Ismael Benassa, similar to that first Leao goal, he's able to just walk through, their midfield sort of parts ways and goes with our 2 centre mids, allowing our defensive mid to walk through. Has all the time in the world to find the bottom corner. He does so beautifully. It's not a bad finish at all. It was just bad defending. Something that we know all too well is bad defending, and this time it was Giovanni Lo Celso. Look, I don't even know what to say. I think we thought we had won the ball there before. You can see with 8 in the rear. I was just sort of panicking and up on the floor. Lo Celso does well there. Gets a touch out of his feet and then fires it past Jose Sarr. We then made it 3-1. This is Jedson Fernandez, absolutely firing in pretty much a belter, really. It was that time in the game when we're starting to get lots of good counter-attacks and press forward very quickly and easily. And he does just an outstanding job of getting around his defender and then firing it in the sort of near post. They pulled one back again. It was Heung-min Son this time. That clearing header, I think it's kind of Cody maybe. He gets up, doesn't really get much distance on it, and it falls to the feet of Harry Kane, who does what he does and finds Son, who finds the back of the net as he does. Right at the end, Jedson Fernandez again. He added more gloss to the scoreline, put us out ahead. We played quite well this game. It was those 2 attacks really for them that got them their 2 goals. 4-2 sort of flatters them, if anything, and at the end of the day, it was a great performance from Jedson Fernandez for a 4-2 win. We were then off to Villa Park for a, Midlands derby, I guess. You see the highlights are a little bit different and cut together a bit, just because there's too many goals. Who would have thought? Pedro Neto getting the first one here. They were playing around the back stupidly. Rafael Leao? Sa? One of them. I can't tell. I'm too far away when I'm recording these. It looks like Leao there. Wins the ball, cuts it back for Pedro Neto, who takes a touch and gets himself out in front well. 2-0 it was then through Ruben Neves. It doesn't look good, does it? Poulsen made a great run. He got himself in behind, tried to fire it across Martinez, and then the save fell back out to Ruben Neves, who, with the most awkward of weird, sort of, not even diving header, but like a thrusting header, which is the worst word you could ever call it, makes it 2-0. Before we then made it 3. It's Leao getting through here. He actually just finds the back of the net. Nothing sort of too gross about that one, unlike the first 2 goals. He wins the ball high up with our pressing and fires it across Emi Martinez. Too much power. Don't know why Emi Martinez doesn't stick a hand out to try and save it, but we take those all day. They then got one back, and this was a brain fart. This was I think I was at the time where they tackled me. I was holding down X to try and clear it. I'm playing on Xbox, by the way. Pressing X to try and clear it, but then Jose Sa took the ball off me, so I couldn't clear it, and it fell. He turned into John McGinn, who tackled it in. McGinn tackled it in? Oh, that was nice. Anyway, it was 3-1. Then we were able to make it 4-1. It was Ruben Neves. Just another scenario where the forward runs that our players are making, I think it's Yusuf Poulsen in front of him there, makes a good run across, which draws the centre-back away, opening the space up for Ruben Neves to get through, fire it across the keeper, out of reach, out of sight. What's that, 3-1? 4-1? Who knows? 4-1, I think. They then get another one back. I think it's Al-Ghazi this time. You didn't even get to see too much of it. Basically, they just won the ball high up, a couple of passes, and they were done. I then absolutely screwed the pooch and got a tap in, really. Just a real big counter-attack, and then for whatever reason I didn't feel like finishing it with Fabio Silva. Possibly because I'm a loser. I don't know. He was about 3 yards out. I'm not sure why Emi Martinez didn't go towards the ball there, but doesn't matter to me because I get the goal. And we're seemingly off and away for an easy win. Aidan O'Neill was on at the same time as Fabio Silva, and he gets a good assist for Fabio Silva here. Again, just counter-attacking. We played the ball into Fabio Silva, fires it across the keeper. Good finish into the far netting. I can't even keep up. I think that's 6-2? 5-2? 6-2? One of them. Fabio Silva hasn't really got the goals that I expected him to off the bench this year. I think he got more last. But at the end of the day, when you're winning, here we go, it is 6-2. Good counter-attack. I sort of kept in more of the build-up play, I guess, this time, because you could see the nice little quick interchange of passing before our superstar youth product. I think he's 75 overall at 19 now, so he's progressing well. He's grabbed himself another goal here, and he's added the cherry on top of the icing, on top of the cake. That was a 7-2 win over Aston Villa. Those 3 Premier League results have put us, well, they haven't really done much, have they? We're still just to 2 points ahead of Manchester City. We've scored 20 more goals than them. We've just also conceded 19 more. So very, very good. Elite, beyond elite at one end. The other end, not so great. Possibly even second half of the table. Let's scroll down. Yeah. We're probably about, if I had to guess, about 6th worst defence or something like that. Anyway, what matters, I guess, is that was 3 wins from 3 difficult opponents in Arsenal and Spurs, although I guess Arsenal are down in 9th, so it probably doesn't really add the gloss of what it should or what it would in real life for our Wolves side, I suppose. But with just the 8 games to play in the league, we are absolutely killing the game, really. I'm beyond satisfied with this so far. I mean, to finish in the top 4 was sort of, I guess, well above our expectations for last year. Building on that, I guess we'd hope to be comfortably in the top 4. I guess last year it cut it a bit close. I think it was the last 2 or 3 games maybe that we were getting in there or cementing our place anyway. So hopefully this year we can do that. I guess if you look at it in terms of our Champions League qualification, we are 18 points clear of Manchester United. So that's 6 games. So I mean, we're just about guaranteed Champions League football. I mean, 3 wins and we've got Champions League football for next year, so that's something to be excited about. That's pretty impressive for a Wolves side that we are just in our second year of the sort of a rebuild, but we haven't really had to do too much, have we? It's sort of a retooling and a bit of a rejigging and improving some key areas, but mostly just winning football games. That's been the main bit, I guess. End of the day though, where we want to be is the Champions League, testing ourselves against the best teams in the world. One of those examples would be Barcelona. Let's get through to the lineups for this big one today, our quarterfinal first leg. So for our Wolves side, I mean, we really did rotate the team against Aston Villa, which is very surprising having scored 7 goals, I suppose, but we've we rotated the team. We've tried to really focus on this game and have our best sort of 11 going into this game. And I guess when you look at it, really, we're just trying to back, I guess, the pace of Sarr and Neto against the backline of Barcelona, which, having a look at their lineup, is a bit odd. But let's first just recount ours. It's Sarr, Semedo, Cody, Kilman, Nuri, midfield 3 of Benassa, Barkley and Neves, and a front 3 of Neto, Ismail Sarr and Raul Jimenez. I feel like this year's probably lacked a couple of big moments from Jimenez, maybe. I mean, he's got his goals. He's not underperformed by any means, but I just sort of feel last year he probably got a couple more winning goals, a couple more, like he got that late equaliser against Manchester City, I can remember. I think it was like last minute header from a corner. But hopefully we can, I guess having said that, team up for a big one today. Fingers crossed. The lineup then for Barcelona is Ter Stegen is in goals, a backline that's out of shape and out of sorts. Fabian is at right back, should be in the midfield. In centre back is Kyle Walker, I'm assuming, and Mukiele, who both should be at right back. Joel Matip is at left back, should be at centre back. Danilo is at defensive mid. I'm assuming it's the Danilo, like former Manchester City and Juve Danilo, who should be at right back. Could possibly play left back even, but Matip's there for some reason. Then it starts to make sense. It's got Tielemans and De Jong in midfield, 2 absolute studs on FIFA. And then a front 3 of Dembele, Ansu Fati and Antoine Griezmann. Not sure why Griezmann's starting. I'm sure they have someone better. They probably have more money to be able to spend it, because FIFA not as realistic as you'd hope, with Barcelona currently struggling to register people for competitions. Who knows? Having said that about their lineup though, it is a very strong 11, a very high overall 11. Lots of pace at the back with Mukiele and Walker. Lots of talent with De Jong, Tielemans, Dembele, Fati and Griezmann. I'm expecting an open game, a lot of sprinting back and forward. Hopefully more in our direction than theirs, fingers crossed. Let's get to it, I guess. So here we go then, we're walking out onto the Molineux on a big Champions League evening. We're welcoming in Barcelona of all teams, captain Joel Matip. Guys, I'll just remind you again, please do remember to leave a like down below. Leave a comment what you thought of the video, what you think we should change, even to try and make it a more exciting season, what you think we should do next season, all that sort of stuff. I'd love to hear it down below, love to hear from you. Subscribing, make sure that you never miss another video. You don't miss the second leg, which will be the next video. You don't miss the United season on Football Manager, which we're doing on Thursdays. Thursdays, I suppose. Also, down in the description below is the social medias. There's the Instagram. I was going to say Facebook. There's not a Facebook at this point. There might be at one stage. I don't know. But there is the Instagram, the Twitter, the TikTok. Make sure you follow us on all those. I love the support we've been having. I love the messages, the comments, anything like that. Really appreciate it. And now I'll just get to the game, I reckon. I've done enough yammering now. Let's crack on. Here we go. All right. We're underway. We're doing the thing. We're winning the ball high up. Okay, cool. Hopefully that continues. I think it is the Manchester City Danilo. Oh, it doesn't matter. We might be in here. We are. It's Ismail Sarr? It's Ismail. What happened there? That was the easiest goal. We just won the ball. Oh, not even high up. They dribbled around, didn't do much with it. Ran into Raul Jimenez. Couple of passes. I wasn't even convincing with the finish because I wasn't sure if I wanted to cut it across for Neto. You could see Neto sort of making a run in at the far post. Really, Ter Stegen should probably be saving that. Really, if he ducked his head down, it'd smack him on the nose. But, I mean, I'll take it. It's 1-0. It's 1-0 the Wolves. 2 minutes in. 3 minutes in, I guess. His 8th goal in 5 Champions League matches is an insane record. And just like that, we're off and running. I mean, almost hope the rest of the 90 minutes doesn't go like that, because it's going to be like an hour-long video of just me scoring a bunch of goals against Barcelona. Oh, God. Dembele might have something to say as he takes us in behind there, but he gives it to Griezmann, who gives up the goose. I don't think that's a saying. Is that a saying? Is give up the goose a saying? Someone tell me in the comments below. While you think of that, I will... I was going to say get in behind with Pedro Neto, but he was quickly found out. Man, lightning start though. Well, that's what we were anticipating though, and you can see it more here with Dembele taking it the other way. Although I don't know what happened with that touch. That was intense. You can see it even again here. Like, we're running it easily back past them the other way. Jimenez hits it into Rosed. Basically, midfield's just getting bypassed completely. I don't know what's happened. I like the idea of a Mukiele and Kyle Walker centre-back partnership. Oh, man, Dembele. This is 3 times already he's got past 8 Nuri like that. Yeah, I like the idea of it. If the striker is like an Mbappe, or someone who depends so much on pace, but when our pace is out wide, like this. Oh, how has he missed that? Come on, Pedro. Come on, son. Yeah, when our pace is out on the wings, we're just going to be running at Fabian and Matip all day. Long may it continue if that's the sort of success we have with it. Just need to find the finish. Cannot believe how easy that first goal was. My goodness. I say first because I just sort of assume there's more goals than this, really. Oh, this might be one. It's Jimenez. Oh, does he hit that into Ter Stegen, maybe? It was a bit of a brutish challenge from Ter Stegen, but I mean, he might have saved their bacon, so surely he has. Right, it is a corner. We'll whip it in, see how we go. Oh, off the line. Definitely Dembele is worrying. I mean, the rest of them will prove themselves to be worrying, I'm sure. But Dembele so far, as soon as he gets on the ball, it's highway to the danger zone, Anyway, I'm not going to reference that again. This is more like it, a bit of sustained possession where we can just slow it down a little bit and hopefully look to create something. Like an opening here for Raul Jimenez from outside the box. No, headed away by Mukiele. Basically hit it straight at him. But corner's a corner. We'll see if that can create something. Man, that was an awful effort that you look at the replay. Thank God for Mukiele. Not sure what he was doing, but thank God. We will fling in the corner. See how we go this time. Nothing. Last time I think it was cleared off the line. So, I mean, we might be in luck from corners. We might be in luck from long range. Oh, you're kidding, off the bar and straight into the hands of Ter Stegen. My goodness, that was almost some goal from Ruben Neves. Man, that would have been some goal. I'm bloody annoyed about that now. No time to focus on it though, as they're into the box. They're making it 1-1. It's Yuri Tielemans breaking into the box. Very well set up, really. The great big long ball across, and then the find from Ansu Fati was world class, really. Jose Sarr gets out to him. A great big long ball. Couple of touches, fires it in front of him. First time. Jose Sarr sort of makes himself big, but only in one sort of direction, I suppose. I don't know why he doesn't... Like, how goalkeepers are supposed to spread their legs a bit? I don't know why he goes down sideways like... Anyway, it's 1-1. It's 34 minutes in. This is more like the game we were anticipating, I suppose, with things going sort of back and forth, with a lot of people needing to sprint to catch up with people. Especially our midfield, who I'm imagining will probably be pretty tired coming into this. Oh, that's a big touch from Benassa. Oh, poor effort though. If he had had less of a massive touch there, absolute lead foot touch, I think he would have been less pressured in taking the shot and might have had a better go of it. Here's what it is though, it's another corner. Not sure if we had one from this side yet. We'll fling it in, see how we go. Not so good from that side, apparently. But we get a chance to recycle. And I think last time recycling a corner meant that hit from Ruben Neves. Hopefully we can fashion something this time. No. Straight at the keeper from Semedo, though we've won back the ball. And we can have another go. And it's a goal. That is quite some finish. Ismail Assar, my goodness, what a finish. Just that first time pass from Ait Nouri, winning the ball up high. Read the throw out well. One touch to sort of set himself. He could have laid it sort of on a plate for Raul Jimenez. But instead, on the bounce, he's curled that one far corner. Ter Stegen can't reach it. It's 2-1 Wolves. Alright, back in the lead, where we belong. I mean, might be biased, but where we belong. I'm pretty happy with it so far though. On a whole, I mean, yeah, we conceded quite easily at the end of the day. But, I mean, we've also created a lot, like this. Oh, saved. I'm not sure why Pedro Neto was running bloody interference in front of him there. He just confused us. Really, he probably did more defending than any of the Barcelona players. Ends up going straight at Ter Stegen, who palms it out sort of for a corner. Corner ball. Here we go. Pedro Neto this time getting his head to it for some reason. Why is Pedro Neto in the box? Never going to end well. I hope he's not in the box defensively either. I mean, although with headers like that, it's going to clear it easily. That's good. Well, we've made it to halftime with a lead. Hopefully we can keep that up. Hopefully we can put ourselves in a good spot for the return leg at Camp Nou. It's halftime. Hopefully we can, I guess, weather their storm in the second half. I assume, look, there'll be some sort of reaction from them, because that first half for us was possibly a bit easy. Fabian's kept up well with Sarr there. I was saying in the first half that you'd probably want more pace up against him, but I mean, Fabian did well there. I don't know how to say it. I'm saying Fabian, but look, for the life of me, I've got no idea. And I guess Pedro Neto, other than that one sort of opportunity where he was played in behind. Oh, good save from Ter Stegen. Off Ruben Neves. We sort of worked it well. He was in a good space just at the edge of the box. One touch and he can curl it. Mukiele can do some gymnastics. Gymnastics? I don't know. Aerobics? I don't know. He's stretched, basically. But we've got a corner from it. Our fifth corner to 0. And this one just as useless as the rest. That was possibly our worst yet. But we do get another chance to recycle. And this time it ends with Benassa playing in Barkley. Oh, just a bit too much on the pass. And Barcelona can come the other way with it. Frankie de Jong through midfield. Hopefully he doesn't go to United. And now it's Ansu Fati, who did... No, doesn't matter. I'm going to say who did set up their goal. But he was offside, uselessly. They're bringing on Memphis Depay, who, at this point, is that... And that's an upgrade on Griezmann at this point, right? I'm going to say Griezmann. I know there's some people that say Griezmann, but that isn't me. Ross Barkley will have a hit. No, doesn't. Far out. At the end of the day, if they do end up coming back in this game and pulling level, I think we're going to be pretty miffed at the missed chances. Although Raul Jimenez has put us away. There it is. There's the impact we wanted from Raul Jimenez. The big, important goals. He's fired us into a 3-1 lead against Barcelona. That's it. Sarr does well there to play it to Barkley. A good run from Jimenez off of Mukiele there, who, for whatever reason, couldn't quite keep up with him. Fires the ball across to Stegen into the side netting. Great finish, great run, great goal. Great manager, great player. Bloody hell, what a player. There's a little bit of insurance we were sort of looking for, hoping for even. Just as I was saying that I was worried about going down another goal, or them pegging us back when we'd easily been the better side. We go ahead. We'd get another one, but long way to go. Half an hour in this one, 90 minutes in the next one. There's a lot of football to be played. Hopefully, more spaces like this opening up, where Sarr can find Barkley, who finds the back of the net. Easy as that. Easy as that. One end to the other. Win the ball at one end. I think it was maybe Cody off a gigantic touch from Dembele. Couple of passes out from the back. Plays Sarr through. Outruns Mukiele, who was covering, when it was around halfway, it looked like he was covering well. Ross Barkley gets into the edge of the box. And by the time he's taken a touch and finished it, it's already passed to Stegen before he's even blinked. Nothing he can do. Side netting, he was never saving that. It's now, count it, 4 goals to 1 to the Wolves. Wowee. What a second half this has been so far. What's that? 20 minutes, 2 goals? Take that. Again though, it is a 180-minute tie. If we relax just a little bit, they could be right back in this with a lot of time. Good tackle by Nuri. 8 Nuri. Just made a couple of changes there, I guess, which is part of why Jimenez hasn't had any late winners or anything, because he's getting subbed off. That's probably it. Ended up winning the ball there. And again, we're away. This is it. This is what it's all about. Ismail Assar just sprinting through, firing it in. 5-1. 4-goal lead, 5-1. Ismail Assar grabs himself a hat-trick. That's his hat-trick. My goodness. I forgot he scored the first two. My goodness. This time it was, again, just a counter-attack. This sort of end period of the game. It's all really gone to shit for Barcelona. The nice little drop of the shoulder there against the last man before he rifles one into the top corner to Stegen left with no chance. As we pull even further ahead, this is madness. Alright, now with a 4-goal lead. Look, on the inside, I'm starting to relax. Man, 5-1. I was not expecting that. This season has produced some absolute weird results. Oh, good save by Sarr. Depay gets just an inch of room, not even that, just a little bit of room. Max Kilman's just about got his foot on the ball by the end. Curling effort into the top corner. Jose Sarr gets there well, saves the day. Corner floated in and easily saved by Jose Sarr, or caught by Jose Sarr even. And we can take it the other way. I mean, I'm not immediately thinking goal, but that was such a hit. I tried to play in Fabio Silva. You could see the avenue sort of opening for him there. Oh, holy crab apple! Holy Mrs. Crabapple! That Mukiele, I had a heart attack for them there. My goodness, can they get another goal back? And I mean, at 3 goals that it would be, should they get another one. It's not over, I suppose. 4 goals, I feel like, especially based on how this first one's gone. Oh, Jose Sarr get there surely? He does. Based on how this first one's gone, I feel like if we're up by 4, we've got it. But 3, I'm just not certain. Bloody hell, Ter Stegen came a long way out there, didn't he? Kovacic has come on now for Danilo. They've definitely got some players, this Barcelona team, but we've just had the run of it. Clock now winding down to just not a result you would have expected turning on today's video, but one that might really see us through to the Champions League semi. Unbelievable. So 3 minutes in, we set the tone for this one. It was Ismail Assar, played in by Ruben Neves. Just a nice sort of crisp and I guess clinical counter-attack, having won the ball straight from kickoff just about. Couple of passes, quick movement, quick finish, across to Stegen, 1-0. They got one back, and this was as good as it got for them. Ansu Fati, I mean, it is a fantastic pass. I mean, the weight on the pass there is absolutely incredible. The crossfield ball, great. I'm not sure what happens with our centre backs. One of them probably should have come across. The whole back line should have shifted across with him there, but I mean, it's 1-1. They did well to get that one. Then, 41 minutes in, Nuri wins the ball back high up. Ismail Assar, just beautiful. Big curling, bending effort. Finding the far post, one touch to set himself. Second touch to curl in an absolute beauty. Wowie. That might be our Champions League goal of the season, I don't know. Then off some play from, again, Ismail Assar, who found Barkley, played in Jimenez, who made it, what was that, 3-1 now? Just that first pass, I guess, skipping over Neves, created the room. Raul Jimenez with some good movement off of Mukiele, great finish across to Stegen. Another goal, I don't know why someone's at the corner flag. Ismail Assar then broke against Barcelona, who were pushing forward to grab another, or to get themselves back into the game, really. They left a whole lot of space for Ismail Assar to wander into, play it to Ross Barkley, who, after one touch, to set himself, fired it into the side netting beautifully. Cannot complain with that one bit. About 10 minutes later then, same story. They were pushing forward, Ismail Assar had some room, sprinted all the way down the other end. You can see them struggling to keep up with him. One drop of the shoulder to get past Kyle Walker, who had really gone too deep before trying to come across and commit, I guess. Gave Assar the room to get his hat-trick. Incredible performance. So there it is then, the confirmation of the result. 5-1 winners, Wolves over Barcelona. We go to the Camp Nou with a 4-goal lead. Surely we can't bottle that, surely. I mean, the first couple of videos of this series, when I was really getting used to the team and the difficulty, really, maybe we conceded or lost by that many, but, you know, almost 2 full seasons into it, surely we've got this, really. I mean, it'll be the next video, will be our trip to Camp Nou. We've only got the one game between now and then. It's less than a week away, the second leg. We've got Brighton at the weekend, followed by Barcelona, so it'll probably end up being a similar lineup, more so by necessity than by, I guess, design, just with the fitness of players. I guess most of those that played today's game probably won't be fit to play Brighton, and then I guess likewise those who play against Brighton probably won't be fit to play 2 days later against Barcelona. Whatever reason, they've worked it out that way. Looking at the other scores, somehow Manchester United beat Liverpool. Hopefully, for our sake, Manchester United get through, because I think they're probably an easier beat should we get them in the semi-final. The other games, PSG getting through, not a surprise. I imagine they'll do the business now that they're at home against Sevilla with a 3-goal lead. Imagine they'll do the business. That would be a good one to get in the semi-final. That would be a tough one. Fingers crossed we get them. Fingers crossed we get through them. Then the other game is Real Madrid versus Lazio, which, to be honest, I'm surprised it's finished 1-1. Real Madrid should be too good, and really in the Champions League, as we know, they know how to do the business. They know how to get the job done. Really, we should be expecting to see, I mean, really it should be Madrid, PSG and Liverpool, but looks like Madrid, PSG and United are our potential semi-final candidates. But there is 90 minutes to play, so we can't get too excited about it, I suppose. We've got one game between then. I'll show you the highlights of that one. Then we'll get to the big one. We'll get to our second leg of the quarterfinal to hopefully get through to the semi-final, which I imagine will be the next video after that. There's only, 8 games to go in the league? I think 8 games to go in the league, maybe? So, I mean, as it gets down to it, beyond the quarterfinal second leg, you'll probably see more league stuff, depending on how we go, depending on when all those fixtures are. But make sure you do subscribe so that you don't miss that, so that you do catch what happens in the second leg, so that you can see who we hopefully get in the semi-final and whether we can keep up our title tilt. We've got 8 games to play. We've got a 2-point lead at the top of the table. A 2-year rebuild is not what I was expecting out of this one, to be honest. Especially, I mean, you go back to the second video of the season, or the series, and we lose 4-0 to Leicester City. Not exactly what I was anticipating, being, less than 2 seasons later, we're beating Barcelona 5-1 in the Champions League and we're first in the Premier League. It's unreal. We've made some great signings who have made great impacts, like Sarr, like Leao, like Benassa even. Ross Barkley's having a great season. We've made some great additions, great changes. It's still beyond what we would have expected, really. But anyway, guys, that will do it. Make sure, as I said, make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new, if you're enjoying the video, if you made it this far. Comment down below what you thought of it, how you think we can improve this, content-wise, team-wise, whatever it might be. Make sure you let me know. I'm very much open to whatever you guys might think. I don't know. Also, in the description down below, there is the Instagram, the Twitter, the TikTok. Plenty going on at least 2 out of 3 of them at all times. Look, I try my best, honestly. Doing this and full-time work and all that is a bit much to try and keep up, but you know, the more that I do it, the more it'll likely become a job one day, and that is the dream, really, I guess. I mean, out of as much as this is a hobby, it is a fun thing to do on my evenings. To be able to do this full time would be incredible. As much as it might be playing FIFA, as much as it might be Football Manager, it might be talking about football, whatever it is, one of those 3, that would be the absolute dream. Your likes, your comments, your subscriptions get me towards that, and I really appreciate the support. But enough yammering on and being corny. Guys, until next time, when we go again to get through to the Champions League semi-final, 1 foot there. Peace.